We told before Gunner, 2015 told, and this was crazy. Got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went.
You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's me, the horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard.
One thing I know about it, it ain't got nothing to lose. He gonna take everybody down with.
New audio clips of incarcerated young rappers seemingly snitching have started circulating online, sparking intense buzz. DJ Academics weighed in, writing, "Ganana has been holding onto these jail phone recordings for a while. Now seems like the perfect moment to release them, showing exactly how Rallo predicted Young Thug's tendency to turn on everyone. Ganana played his hand strategically. He might be a genius." The drama began with reports emerging of a purportedly leaked jail call involving Young Thug. In the recording, he allegedly labels Q-Spear Rat while also discussing his ongoing professional ties with Lil Baby. The clips have fans and critics dissecting every word, analyzing motives, loyalty, and the intricate dynamics of trust and betrayal in the rap world. What was initially a simple leak has now evolved into a wider conversation about alliances, authenticity, and the high-stakes politics that unfold behind bars and beyond the studio.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was that what you ever get too, rocking with Rat. And you be preaching about that too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. A Rat, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. A Rat, I don't give what help. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you're a rat. Whatever you talking about. Imagine telling them niggas still beat the Kato.
Shortly after, a second leaked audio surfaced, this time featuring a conversation between 21 Savage and In the clip, Thug discusses how some rappers began dissing Ganana immediately after his release from jail. He insists, "I am not gonna say nothing about you online. I am not gonna let the world know I am not with you until Jeff." But you know, that is what they were supposed to do. Nobody is attacking him just for clout. Yes, they have dirt on him, but that's it. They are not unfollowing or disrespecting him beyond that. He goes on to clarify that while some of the actions might seem petty, it does not signal true betrayal or deep disappointment. Thug mentions having a conversation with Wham, affirming, "I talked to Wham." Soon he will get on the phone. The tone is cautious yet revealing, showing the complicated web of loyalty, respect, and street politics in the rap scene. The leak quickly ignited a massive Instagram live discussion, drawing in Rallo69, Wack 100, and DJ Academics. On the live session, they reacted to the audio and debated the implications, with some aiming to expose what they claim is the full truth about Young Thug allegedly snitching. The conversation captivated fans and sparked endless speculation, as listeners tried to piece together who was loyal, who was maneuvering for clout, and what the leaked calls truly revealed about alliances and betrayal behind the scenes in the rap world.
Yeah, well, on that call, I never even told you he turned Wham against P, or he turned Wham against all these other different people that he did. But however, you have found out it came off the phone call. But guarantee you ain't going for that line. Should be shunned just like us. The judge had shunned them, now the streets need to shun that. Guess what? That's what I'm telling you. The thing about sitting down there, coming on here lying, playing them, yeah, he telling your the truth. Just like I stand up, don't like that tell the truth. He hiding behind these motherfuckers masks, but get what? A mask gotta come off. You ain't gonna be able to keep that motherfucking mask on forever. You ain't gonna be able to keep throwing rocks and hide your hand.
Here is where the situation took an even more dramatic turn. 69 shared his perspective during the discussion, and his take resonated so strongly that everyone on the call appeared to agree with him. The conversation then escalated when Wack 100 joined in, dropping a bombshell of his own. He confirmed the claims and added a startling detail. There were 2 additional court cases involving Young Thug that seemingly vanished without resolution, never officially addressed or solved in the legal system. This revelation sent shockwaves through the chat, adding layers of intrigue and raising serious questions about what had really transpired behind the scenes.
Thug came home and said, yo, buddy, you're a rat. Stop acting like we cool. Made another excuse. Nah, but his music fire. I thought I said when he come home and say that Gunna told, y'all was gonna be like, all right, now everybody, you see how every time it's something, every time?
And we like Thug though, man. Like somebody, yo.
Thug told, bro.
What?
He told before Gunna, 2015, told. And this was crazy. Got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went. He got coming out the Lowe's Hotel, the same hotel where Yo Gotti them had that bang out. Remember that bang out happened? Got caught in the Sprinter with 2 or 3 sticks. We ain't heard about that case. This was back then. He told my, and like Rollo said, what conversations did you have since then?
The revelation sparked a flood of questions in the chat. Fans couldn't stop asking, if Gunna had snitched, why would he still be signed to YSL? Wouldn't Young Thug have cut ties with him immediately? But DJ Academics provided a deeper layer to the story, explaining that there was more at play than simple loyalty or betrayal. According to him, Young Thug continues to receive royalties from Gunna's work, securing a financial stake for life. Over time, these earnings could allow Young Thug to eventually regain full control of Gunna's position on the YSL label. This insight reframed the situation entirely, revealing that the business side of the rap game often runs parallel to, and sometimes outweighs, the street politics of trust and betrayal.
Yo, I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time they come out, y'all move the goalposts further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon. Like, that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, like, bro, it's so easy. They tell you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything used against you could be used in a court of law, whatever the case they say. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's me, the horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hear everybody quiet? Why Lil Baby, 21 Savage's future? Why?
The narrative around Young Thug took an explosive turn after new footage surfaced, showing him in what appeared to be an interrogation room. In the clip, he says, "Promises. I made promises. Whatever you want to know, in time I'll tell you, but just do not tell the world." He continues to emphasize keeping promises while exchanging numbers, creating a tense mix of caution and openness. The clip quickly caught the attention of 6ix9ine, whose reaction has been widely circulated and respected for its blunt honesty. He addressed the situation directly, questioning why so many high-profile rappers, Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Future, had remained silent. He recalled watching the unfolding drama quietly for days, observing the excuses and shifting narratives surrounding Young Thug. Every day, every year, every time you come out, y'all move the goalpost further and further, he remarked. His commentary highlighted the inconsistencies in responses from the rap community and the perceived double standards applied to Young Thug's situation. 6ix9ine also broke down the legal realities, noting the rights individuals are informed of during interrogations, the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney, and the potential consequences of speaking for hours on record. He pointed out that Young Thug had spoken extensively, yet no one seemed willing to publicly address the implications. This raised suspicion and concern, especially given past patterns of rappers cooperating under legal pressure. YSL Woody added further context, warning that Young Thug could be setting up a scenario similar to what happened with Nakashi 69 during the 9Tay case, when he allegedly cooperated and implicated his associates to secure a lighter sentence. Woody advised Lil Baby and 21 Savage to stay out of Thug's current legal troubles, emphasizing that if Thug were to cooperate or snitch, he could potentially bring down others connected to him. The warning underscored the precarious balance of loyalty and survival in the rap world, where one wrong move or one recorded statement can ripple through entire networks of artists and collaborators. The unfolding situation paints a stark picture. Young Thug is under intense scrutiny, navigating a legal minefield where alliances, silence, and strategic disclosure can determine outcomes. Fans, insiders, and critics alike are watching closely, dissecting every clip, statement, and reaction, trying to understand who might be protected, who might be implicated, and what the ultimate consequences could be for the figures involved. The combination of leaked audio, public reactions, and insider warnings has transformed the saga into one of the most closely followed intersections of street politics and legal strategy in recent rap history.
Gunna, but it was going over their head. It was going over their head because why? They ain't street. This ain't who they pretend to be. I said, leave Gunna alone. Gunna didn't do nothing wrong. Go look at Thug's interview. They said, why you didn't sign Lil Baby? Thug said, because I didn't want to pull Lil Baby in my... Hey, Lil Baby, I know you might be watching, partner. Got nothing to do with you. Get your money. Hey, we need somebody to win, buddy. It can't be you. Stay out of it. Hey, 21, y'all, stay out of it. Hey, because get what, bro? One thing I know about a nigga that ain't got nothing to lose, he gonna take everybody down with him. Trust me. It's time for a nigga to stand up. They gonna stand up. They can say what they want to say about me. They can say what they want to say about me. But I ain't did with nobody.
About 30 minutes later, 21 Savage seemed to act on YSL Woody's warning when news broke that he had unfollowed Young Thug on Instagram. The move signaled a clear distancing, one informed by Woody's own experience of being manipulated by Thug in the past. DJ Academics added context, tweeting, YSL Woody says Thug never paid for a lawyer during any of those interrogations, and Woody defended him because he was manipulated. Now he's taking accountability for all of his actions. Woody admitted openly that there was no way anyone should have been left in interrogation rooms without proper legal representation, and he acknowledged that his loyalty had clouded his judgment. Woody went on to explain the complicated mix of responsibility and personal blind spots. That man had all that money. He was supposed to make sure all of y'all were taken care of. But it wasn't his job. I defended him. I was blind, manipulated. We didn't fully understand what we were getting into. If we had, we would have never been involved in the first place. I didn't respect a lot back then, and I still don't. His confession painted a stark picture of the pressures and manipulation that can pervade high-stakes rap networks, where loyalty can become a trap. Woody was not the only one affected. Rowe also stepped forward, exposing further details about Young Thug's influence and its consequences on his career. Rowe claimed that his trajectory had been severely damaged by Thug, writing, "I lied to the feds to be real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. Now you're going to go through what Ganana and I went through, and we're still waiting on that gospel album." In this statement, Rowe mocked Thug's recent tweets suggesting that rappers who cooperate with authorities should switch to gospel, while simultaneously calling out the damage Thug allegedly inflicted on both him and Ganana. Rowe went further, recalling that while Thug was still incarcerated just a year ago, he reportedly made calls across the rap industry warning everyone to avoid Ganana, essentially attempting to derail his career before it could fully take off. These revelations underscored a broader narrative. Manipulation, control, and retaliation are as much a part of the story as loyalty, talent, and public persona. Together, Woody and Rowe's accounts suggest that Young Thug's influence extended far beyond music, affecting careers and personal lives in ways that are still unfolding publicly.
No way you supposed to be in the interrogation room without no lawyer. That goes back to the beginning. That man got all this money. He's supposed to take care of all y'all. He supposed to make sure all y'all were good. But, it ain't his job to do that. That's me. I'm defending him. It ain't his job to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so blinded, I'm so manipulated. It ain't his job to, you know what I mean, do that. You know what I mean? We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Because if we knew what we were getting ourselves into, we would have never been in that. We would have never been in that at the beginning. I wouldn't. I didn't I didn't respect a lot of stuff.
Young Thug responded to Rose's tweet with a detailed rebuttal, drawing a sharp distinction between their situations. He claimed, "The difference between you and me is simple. Your friends said you didn't lie, but you still told on real people, people who actually got arrested. Me? I made a mistake saying we sold Lil Wayne items to show detectives we weren't beefing with them. You even told Fannie Willis you would take the stand on me and Lucci to get out of jail." His reply sparked tension, as it framed his actions as calculated and minor compared to Rose. As the situation heated up and rumors of potential betrayal swirled, DJ Academics attempted to diffuse the tension, reminding everyone, "We really don't care. Civilians don't care about snitching." He explained that while fans follow the drama, most listeners are primarily focused on the music itself. People are watching the streets, watching who is real and who isn't, but at the end of the day, most of us are just here for the music. It's entertaining to see rappers prove themselves, but it doesn't impact the everyday listener. Meanwhile, Charleston White entered the conversation with explosive energy. Thrilled at the prospect of Young Thug's unraveling, he declared, "If they keep Young Thug locked up for 6 more months under these conditions, he'll spill everything to get out. He's about to break." He emphasized the stakes for other rappers involved, noting how figures like Ganana had already suffered career setbacks due to Thug's influence. Charleston framed the situation as a broader exposure of the rap industry's internal politics, promising to hold Thug accountable. "I'm going to destroy Young Thug. He won't be able to rap anymore. Lil baby, stop hanging with Thug. Gunner, stay back. I got this." The tension escalated further when YSL member Mondo weighed in, giving an insider perspective on how Young Thug's leaked snitching footage affected the label. Mondo criticized the manipulation within Thug's circle, saying that people were being brainwashed and misled. He highlighted the contradiction of Thug publicly framing others while maintaining control over narratives, noting how it directly impacted those like Pee Wee Roscoe. Mondo pointed out that Roscoe, who served 10 years behind bars, was now being exposed and questioned for defending Thug, revealing that even supposed allies were not immune to scrutiny. In essence, the industry drama surrounding Young Thug spiraled into a multi-layered conflict. Public reactions, insider revelations, and pointed commentary from figures like Charleston White and Mondo combined to expose the complicated web of loyalty, manipulation, and accountability within YSL and the broader rap world. The leaked interrogation, the rebuttals, and the social media clashes painted a vivid picture of how trust, influence, and survival intersect in a high-stakes environment where every statement can have far-reaching consequences.
I ain't gonna cap with y'all, man. Listen, I'm having a absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von. I listen to... I don't want to... people, I don't care about. I don't even like. I don't like criminals, but I listen to the music. I'm watching the street right now. They're going through. Yo, everybody. Yo, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out. Yo, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when street have to prove themselves to us. Because we watching like, we really don't care, but sure, crash out. Go.
This was Pee Wee Roscoe's reaction to a tweet claiming Young Thug had supposedly snitched in an interrogation, with Roscoe defending him and insisting it did not happen. Meanwhile, YSL Woody chimed in, calling out politicians and manipulators, reflecting on how he personally handled interrogations. "I served time. I did my part." That's what you do when you go through the system. You keep it solid, keep it real, help your people out. He emphasized that in the streets, loyalty and honesty in these situations are expected, noting that every statement given in the interrogation room was part of a selective narrative shaped by public perception. Woody pointed out how viral moments often misrepresent reality, recalling that when he and Jeff were locked up, the media spun stories highlighting loyalty selectively, creating distorted public opinions. Shortly after, Young Thug responded to Roscoe's video, claiming, They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother, which led fans to speculate that Thug may have incentivized Roscoe to publicly defend him. The release of additional interrogation footage online only deepened the confusion. Thug reflected on the disorientation between locations and narratives. "This is New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. I don't understand the story," they said Roscoe, "but I honestly don't know." The situation escalated further when a viral tweet summarized the public's growing sentiment. Young Thug had left jail, allegedly burned bridges, produced no new music, and had been exposed as a rat. Reacting to the mounting pressure, Thug went on Instagram Live, visibly agitated. He ranted about perceived fakes in the industry, financial missteps, and online misrepresentations, saying, "We ain't even going to talk about you fake guys and fake houses. All this money, all these images online, they're not even real. People are posting pictures and thinking that's me, but it ain't." He also took aim at rivals' claims of chart success, questioning credibility and comparing himself to Kendrick Lamar. Thug's live outburst left the rap world divided. Some believed his claims of innocence, while others were convinced he had snitched. The uncertainty created a storm of speculation, prompting DJ Academics to go live himself, urging the rap industry to confront the controversy and decide, was this truly snitching or just misinterpreted behavior? Fans and observers were invited to weigh in, sparking debates across social media about loyalty, manipulation, and the consequences of navigating the criminal justice system as a high-profile artist. In short, the combination of Roscoe's defense, Woody's commentary, Thug's own live rant, and the viral interrogation footage created a complicated narrative. Public opinion fractured, leaving the rap community and fans alike questioning what really happened behind closed doors and whether Young Thug's actions constituted betrayal or just a misunderstood attempt to navigate a dangerous situation.
I just beat him off a Rico. Come home, still talking about, oh, rat, da-da-da. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your... Bro, cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence and a Rico and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and bought your bitch. But that ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on there talking about, and y'all heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers AI, it did that and the third, and oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like Gunner ratted from saying, yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying shit? They said Roscoe the bus up. And then a nigga, Roscoe did 10 years behind it. And you just got on the internet tomorrow, didn't rat on you? Boy, so brainwashed, it's sickening. Y'all need daddy figures and y'all just be sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around, maybe they'll put me on, maybe I can get some out. Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind Roscoe. You did 10 years behind me, brother. And you just come on the internet and then tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times?
Much of the debate centers on one pivotal factor. During the YSL RICO trial, prosecutors aimed to introduce evidence linking Young Thug to a 2015 tour bus incident involving Lil Wayne. Reports surfaced suggesting that Lil Wayne might be called to testify, providing key confirmation about what allegedly happened on that tour bus. The judge reminded the prosecution that any testimony must be relevant and serve a specific legal purpose. If Mr. Carter is brought in, the judge said, it could resolve several evidentiary issues. Prosecutors insisted that Lil Wayne's presence was crucial to corroborate claims that Thug orchestrated a hit on his tour bus. To bolster the case, they even brought in the bus driver, who became visibly emotional while recounting the events of that night. The operator described driving on I-285 when a car began firing shots at the back of the bus, damaging the engine, radiator, and scraping along the side. He confirmed that passengers who had just left the club were still on board, crouched and screaming in fear. The incident left the driver traumatized, ultimately prompting him to retire from the job shortly afterward. Despite the prosecutor's efforts, Lil Wayne never appeared in court, never contacted authorities, and never provided a formal statement or interrogation. Many fans noted that his silence contrasted sharply with Young Thug's approach. Thug had given federal investigators a detailed account of the tour bus incident, essentially providing the opposite of what Lil Wayne did, which some saw as him taking responsibility while Lil Wayne remained absent. The story takes an even more intriguing turn when examining Young Thug's plea deal. He secured release with 15 years of probation, but the agreement came with highly restrictive stipulations. DJ Academics pointed out that the conditions appeared almost designed to trap Thug, setting the stage for potential violations that could send him back to jail. In essence, while Thug faced intense scrutiny for cooperating with authorities and sharing information about the bus incident, Lil Wayne's silence left him insulated from legal entanglement, highlighting a stark contrast in how two high-profile figures handled the same situation. This combination of missing testimony, emotional courtroom accounts, and strict probation terms has fueled ongoing discussion among fans and analysts alike. Many see it as a cautionary tale about navigating legal pressures in the music industry, where choices made in the courtroom can carry long-lasting implications for both freedom and reputation. Young Thug's openness, while legally strategic, also exposed him to criticism and complicated his public image, showing how intertwined the justice system and celebrity status can become.
Pee Wee, don't forget about that story. When you said it out your own mouth, how you did with that trans. Pee Wee Roscoe, you know well not to mention me, boy. You know I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no damn screws in my head, boy. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car, and that damn swap past, and Thug tapped you and said, Pee Wee, what's up with that? And you told Thug how you stuck your clean up in it. Don't get me started.
Some observers are now questioning whether federal authorities intentionally leaked Young Thug's interrogation videos, forcing him to respond publicly on social media and through his music. Actions that could directly violate his probation and land him back in jail. The strategy seems plausible, especially since reports confirmed that the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to prison. The situation escalated when Thug openly targeted a female law enforcement officer on social media. He posted images of Marissa Viviero, calling her the biggest liar in the DA's office, and added, "All my homies hate Viviero." Viviero is not just any individual, she is a government official actively involved in the OMF case. By publicly attacking her while under probation, Young Thug opened himself up to accusations that he was inciting harassment or intimidation, giving the authorities further reason to pursue probation revocation. The timing and intensity of Thug's posts suggest he was reacting to Viviero's role in the case. She is reportedly providing testimony that implicates OMF, 4PF, Little Baby, and others in ongoing legal disputes, signaling possible indictments. Thug's posts, therefore, were not random. They were a direct response to an official involved in the judicial process, amplifying the stakes of his already precarious legal standing. In short, Young Thug's social media attacks against Viviero highlight the precarious balance between public expression and legal compliance. While fans might view his posts as a defense of his peers or a form of street bravado, the government interprets them as potential violations of probation, a classic case of words carrying consequences far beyond the internet. The unfolding drama underscores just how carefully figures like Thug must navigate public reactions, legal scrutiny, and the blurred lines between personal expression and criminal liability.